Hello, I'm Hailianna Grace, and welcome to day 28 of Begin Again, your 28-day yoga journey. I cannot believe it is day 28. Today's theme is You Made It. So whenever you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. To begin today's class, we'll start in Tadasana pose, standing at the tops of our mat, feet hips distance apart, toes pointing to the front of the room, and feet are parallel to one another. You can bring the palms to touch at heart center for a moment, maybe dip the chin and close the eyes. Today is our 28th time of practicing together for this journey, and the theme is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you made it, we made it together, we did it. You should be so proud of yourself for dedicating the time to get on your mat with me and explore your body and your mind and your soul. And so today we will just be honoring ourselves. I will be honoring you. We will be honoring this practice together and closing this journey on a high note. So whenever you're ready, inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up, overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Repeat, gaze up. And on the exhale, we're going to reach over to the side, the right, coming into a side stretch, feeling a nice long, lengthening stretch along the left side of the body. Breathing here. Trying to ground into both feet evenly. And on your next in-breath, come back to center. And exhale, lean over to the left, feeling the stretch in our left side, or our right side body now. Feeling this lengthening sensation. Evening out our weight into both feet evenly. And inhale, come back to center. And on our exhale, we'll bend in the knees and fold over the legs. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, your halfway lift. Shoulders are gliding back in space. And exhale, fold. Inhale, plant the palms. Step one foot back and then the other, coming into plank pose. Lowering the hips slightly. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to lower down onto our bellies. Untucking our toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Kneecaps lift. And on the inhale, our heart and hands lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And on the exhale, let it go. Curl the back toes under. Press yourself up into your downward facing dog, pedaling out the legs. Ears are in line with the biceps, biceps in line with the ears, pressing into the knuckle sides of the palms. Warming up the hamstrings now. Really just feeling into our downward dog today. Breathing. Inner elbows are rotating out and up. Always Always keeping that bend in the knees. Inhale the right leg straight up and back, toes point down towards the mat. Squaring the hips, keep the shoulders level. Inhale, lift that leg a little more. And exhale, bend the knee. Step or carry the foot through to the spot between the hands and let the left knee come down onto the mat. We're going to lift ourselves up into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, arms up. Squeezing the thighs together, lifting the tummy up and in. And we're going to do a fun little variation here. Grabbing onto opposite elbows. Inhale, engage in the core as you lean back. Coming into this back bend. Opening the heart. And as you're ready, come back to center. Keeping the arms for a moment. Really stretching into the legs. And if you feel you need to help your balance, just squeeze the thighs towards one another. And as you're ready, exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Curl the back left toes under. Keep this left palm planted on the inner edge of this right foot, and we'll inhale, twist. Open the right arm up high to the sky. Lifting that left knee off the mat. Staying strong in that back leg. Exhale, right hand comes down. Right foot steps back, plank pose, lower the hips, lower down. Onto your belly, untucking the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, palms in line with the rib cage. Inhale, cobra, squeezing the elbows towards the side ribs. And exhale, lower. Curl the back toes under. Press yourself up into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg straight up and back, toes pointing down. Inhale, lift that leg a little bit higher, keeping the hips squared and the shoulders level, staying strong in that right standing leg. Exhale, bend the knee, step or carry the foot through to the spot between the hands. Right knee comes down onto the mat. Left knee over left ankle. Inhale, rise up, arms up. And we'll grab opposite elbows now, grabbing them the weird way, the way that you don't initially go to when you grab your elbows, just to even everything out. Lift the tummy up and in, scissoring the thighs towards one another. You got this. And we'll inhale, engage the core, lean back. Inhale, come back up, keeping this arm variation. Just keeping our heart open here, still squeezing in the abs. And on the exhale, release. Hands come down to frame the foot. Curl the right toes under. Keep this right palm on the inside of this left foot. Inhale, lift the knee, lift the left palm high to the sky, open twist. Squeeze the thighs towards one another to keep the pelvis neutral. Deep breaths here. And exhale, hand comes down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right and lower yourself down. Coming into chaturanga, up dog, or lowering down completely. Coming into cobra, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, palms in line with the ribs, elbows squeezing the side body, lift up. Shoulders are down the back. And exhale, release. Inhale, curl the toes under, press yourself up into downward facing dog. And we'll look to the hands and walk your feet forward, coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. Releasing the crown of the head down, taking a few breaths, bending in the knees. Inhale your halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bending in the knees a little bit more, we'll widen the stance out so the toes are off the mat, heels are still on the mat, and we'll lower our seat down, coming into malasana, bringing our elbows on the inside of the inner thighs, widening, pressing the thighs into the elbows and the elbows into the thighs in this dynamic opposition. Keeping our spine nice and tall, gazing to the front of the room. Really squeezing. You want to make it so if you did move your elbows, your legs would stay in the same spot. Still staying nice and strong. And as you're ready, inhale, straighten in the legs, bring the feet back to center, bend in the knees as much as you need to plant the palms and step back, coming into downward dog. Pedaling out the legs a little bit if need be. Rotating the arms in and up so the inner elbows are facing the sky. Inhale the right leg up and back, high to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip, squeeze that right heel to the right glute. Shoulders are level. And on your out breath, step or carry that right foot to the spot between the hands. Set yourself up for warrior two, right heel in line with the back, left arch, right knee over right ankle. Inhale the arms up. Coming into this warrior two. Heart is above the tailbone, gaze over the right fingertips. On your out breath, relax the shoulders down the back, stay strong here, maybe bend a little bit more in the front knee. Inhale, reach forward to go back, we're reversing the warrior, reaching with the right fingertips back. And inhale, reach forward, extended side angle, bringing the right forearm to the top of the right thigh. And if this feels good, stay here, but if you're feeling curious, you can lower your hand down to the spot on the inside of this right foot and maybe reach underneath with this right arm, reaching back, and maybe clasp hold with the left fingers, holding your hands back there in this bind. Few more breaths, staying strong. Inhale, release the bind, coming back up into warrior two. And we'll windmill the arms down, hands frame the foot, step it back, chaturanga or cobra. We all meet in downward facing dog. That is a tough one for me. You gotta be really strong in the legs for that one. Good work. Inhale the left leg straight up and back, bend in the knee, squeeze that left heel to the left glute, squeeze, and exhale, step or carry the left foot to the spot between the hands, turning onto the side of that right foot, left heel is bisecting the back arch, left knee is over that left ankle, and inhale the arms up. Adjusting as you need to, getting comfortable in this warrior two. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Gazing over the left fingertips, bend a little more in that front knee, you got this. Staying strong, heart is above the tailbone. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, reach forward to go back. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, side angle, reach. And if this feels good, you can stay here, or lowering down, coming into that bind, reaching that left arm through and up, and that right arm reaches back, clasping the fingers, really pressing into the outer edge of that back leg, back foot. Deep breaths, you got this. Staying strong in both feet. And as you're ready, release the bind, coming back up into Warrior Two, and cartwheel the hands down. Hands frame the foot, step it back. Vinyasa, Chaturanga, Up Dog, or your Cobra. We all meet in Downward Facing Dog. Coming down onto your knees now. Bringing the big toes to touch and the knees as wide as the mat. Send your seat all the way back to your heels. We'll bend in the elbows. First finger and thumbs touch. Diamond arms, child's pose. Resting the forehead on the mat. Just slowing down now. Closing the eyes if you like. Maybe shaking your head no a little bit to give your forehead a massage. Feeling your belly fill up with air and hang down towards the earth. And on your exhale, feeling yourself sink into this child's pose. Just taking nice full breaths here. And as you're ready, gently start to press yourself up, bringing your hands to your legs, bringing the knees together, come down onto your seat, crossing the legs. And we'll do a gentle seated twist here, opening to the left side of the room, putting the left palm on the right knee. Right fingertips are behind you like a kickstand, and you're looking to the right side of the room. Just feeling this nice twist, lengthening out through the spine. And with each inhale, you can imagine yourself getting taller. And with each exhale, maybe you imagine you're twisting a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center. And we'll open to the other side now. Right palm on the left knee, left fingertips as a kickstand behind you. And you can continue to breathe in and get taller. And breathe out, twisting a little deeper as the belly dips in towards the spine. Inhale, coming forward, we'll start to set ourselves up onto our backs, bringing the soles of the feet down onto the mat and lowering your back down completely, keeping this bend in the knees. We'll set the feet up so they're about hips distance apart, grounding into all four corners of the feet. Maybe wiggle the toes a little bit just to really ground in with them, gripping the mat. Bring the heels in towards your glutes, leaving a little space away from them. Pressing into the palms in the mat, pressing into the shoulders. Make sure the shoulders are down away from the ears, and as you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the hips high to the sky, bridge pose. Pressing into the shoulders, squeezing the knees towards one another, pressing into the feet. And we'll hold this pose for a few breaths before we close our practice. Just really pressing into the feet, pressing into the shoulders and the palms, keeping the knees close as if you're holding a yoga block or a pillow between them. Squeezing the glutes. Just feeling this nice back bend, heart opener. Two more breaths. Press into the mat, lift yourself a little higher. And on your next out breath, lower down very slowly, rounding through the spine. Bring your low back to meet the mat. Resting down very slowly. And once you get there, bring one knee into the chest and then the other, giving yourself a squeeze on the exhale. Rocking gently side to side. And maybe you open the legs out wide, grabbing hold of the ankles or the feet, taking a happy baby. Pressing the legs out, but squeezing them in with the hands and the arms. Maybe rocking side to side here. And whenever you're ready, bringing the feet down, extending one leg and then the other, letting the feet fall away from one another. Bring one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. Closing the eyes. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. And you can start to let the breath go here. Softening in the face, the jaw, the forehead. Feeling your heartbeat beneath your palm, and feeling your belly rise and fall with each breath. And you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing some movement back into the body, bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a final hug for the end of this journey. And let yourself fall to the right, keeping your eyes closed. You can gently press yourself up into a seat, bringing your palms to touch at heart center, dipping in the chin. And you can start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice and this entire journey. I can't even put into words how grateful I am for you being here and spending this time with me. You did it, and being your teacher has been an honor and such a pleasure. I hope to see you more on the mat. And from my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked today's class, please give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time I post a new upload and a new class. And if you'd like to support me further, you can go to the link in the drop box below, and you can buy me a coffee and Sonia here a doggy cookie. From my heart to yours, Namaste.